This video uses the concept of activity differentiation, changing the activities of the business or how they're combined to create value for customers, to show one way in which you can use the business model canvas. Using Optima Training as the example, we'll show you a completed canvas before taking you through how making a change to the activities of the business affected the business model. Optima started as a specialist in languages. In 2005, the value proposition was still one of delivering language training that was practical for businesses. Optima mainly contracted with HR teams and delivered within the target segments of non-national rail industry workers, international sales teams, and helping to prepare families relocate for work. That required high levels of personal assistance and account management in terms of client relationships. In terms of channels, Optima raised awareness of its services through the website, social media, and online directories. We also attended a number of networking events, both as speakers and as attendees. A client area of the website was also used to deliver certain materials, but the majority of the work happened in the training room. Those blocks of the business model canvas that are associated with value creation derived revenues in the form of service fees for delivered courses and a small margin generated by associates. These were typically predetermined using a price list. We relied on associate language teachers as key partners to deliver training in languages where the expertise were not in-house, such as Italian, Spanish, and Japanese. We also worked closely with local colleges for some of our services and used an external provider who managed our website. The key activities of the business were in tailoring content to the needs of the learners and delivering tuition to individuals and small groups. This often involved bringing a number of businesses with similar needs together on open courses, making use of our venue, teaching materials, and a selection of recommended books as key resources. These blocks of the business model canvas that are associated with the cost contributed to a structure of fixed costs, such as venue running costs, and variable costs, such as associate fees and materials. In 2009, faced with this business model and a challenging market context, we challenged ourselves with the question: do we create value because we configure and perform activities in innovative ways? The answer was no. We were operating in a conventional way. Whilst we believed we were doing it better than others, there was no evidence to support that belief that could be used by potential customers evaluating our offer against similar claims made by our competitors. And language tuition was a competitive market. So then we asked a what-if question. What if we stopped focusing on language training? By adopting a broader approach to business communication, could we reconfigure our activities in a way that would allow us to change our fee model, moving from transactional price-based delivery to a more dynamic model of negotiated fees? Could we reconfigure the business so that the key activities happen totally in response to customer specifications? The value proposition became one of the design and delivery of bespoke business skills development programs, no longer tailoring course content to customer needs, but writing each program specifically for the customer. This would change the customer relationship from one of account management to co-creation. Still contracting with HR teams, but focusing on working with senior leadership teams and businesses that want to improve their team effectiveness and communication. In effect, we would be working so closely with our customers that they would also become our key partners. The bespoke nature of the approach would mean that the key activities would not be about delivering to mixed groups and individuals, tailoring content to learner needs. It would involve designing a program and developing content that is specific to each customer, and then delivering to a specific team or teams within the business. Sometimes programs will be delivered as an extension of the client's own internal resource, and usually within their own preferred venue. This reduced the need to maintain a venue. Instead, the knowledge and experience of our own people became the key resource, and investment in authoring tools to design and develop content based on that experience. As a result, the cost structure changed. Fixed costs were dramatically reduced as the need to maintain a venue was removed. We would now be travelling to deliver in client premises or their preferred venues, which changed our variable costs. And of course, a big change was that the investment of time needed to co-create programs in response to specific requirements changed the fee model from fixed prices paid on completion to a negotiated fee, with an element of that fee being paid in advance of the design and development activities commencing. The delivery fee is then paid on completion. The channels were essentially the same, but by 2010, Optima Training had reconfigured the business, changing all but one of the business model canvas building blocks and refocusing how it generates value on behalf of its customers. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more videos like this one, hit like and let us know in the comments what sort of examples you would find most useful. Then subscribe and get alerted for future video posts.